Why does the desktop audio not work? What are we doing here? It was working before I started the stream and now it's not working. Got a minute and 40 seconds. Oh. I fixed it. It broke when I plugged in my headphones. And now it's unbroken. Hi Emerald, I hope you are ready for an unforgettable luncheon here at the GT Sport Races, where we served up only the greatest steamed cars. I may or may not be in a Discord server that is entirely based upon the Steam Hams meme. Let me know if the audio's good. Let me know if you can hear me and the game and can see it. Audio is good. Good. It's good that the audio is good. You can give people 1 second timeouts for talking smack about steamed hams, but no more than that, please. I guess I'll warm up for the next 15 seconds. And then we get to qualify. Yeah, that's true. It's originally based on Splatoon 2. I guess it sort of is. Let me know if the audio is still good now that the cars are going. I think it might be a bit loud. So this is an officially sanctioned FIA race, apparently. It's still good. I lowered it very slightly. And basically what that means is, I don't know. But you can join exactly one of these races each evening. There's like 5 of them. They start at 5:10, 6:10, 7:10, 8:10, and 9:10. Except they use 24-hour times, so it's like 17:10 through 21:10. And they also have them at 45:10 apparently. Some of the game glitched and is also posting tomorrow's events at like 45 o'clock. I took a screenshot of it, but I can't actually show you because I'm racing. But there's actually 2 types of these FIA races. One starts on the 0 and one starts on the 10. This is the one on the 10. And then after this, I'll do the one on the 0. Oops. I got a penalty for that. So this one, the one that starts at the 10, is the Manufacturer's Cup. So you choose a manufacturer, and then you drive their car for the championship, which is a 6-race championship in this case. So I've chosen Toyota because I have a Toyota. That's the only reason. And also I like the FT1. I think it's a cool car. Do these things count for actual FIA license points? Maybe. I don't know. You'd have to be really good in order to get license points. I'm not really good. Although I did win the first race in the non-Manufacturers Cup. So that was the outlap. It doesn't count. This lap counts. Can't wait to do a mediocre job because I'm commentating as well as racing at the same time. Oh, I have traction control on. That should not be on. That's the one thing I don't like about this game. It defaults to traction control by default. And I think this guy, I'm just going to let him go. I think he's faster than me. I don't want to get in his way. Don't want to ruin my S safety rating, which is the highest it can go. To become eligible for the license, you have to complete the racing etiquette mode. I did that. Achieve silver or better results in all the campaign mode events. I have gold in all of them, which is better than silver. And then maintain or exceed a certain level of driver class and sportsmanship points. Well, I have the highest level of sportsmanship points. I don't know what level of driver class they want. I'm driver level B, which is the same driver level that most people are because it's a big gap between B and A. Like there's the gap between E and B, you go through E, D, C, and B. That gap between E and B, I think is like, it's a third or a half of the gap between B and A, so you spend a lot of time in B. I think if I kept playing, I could probably get to A. I don't know about S. That put me a good 5 seconds off the lead, which is great. I know I let that guy pass, but that was not a 5-second slowdown, so somewhere I am losing a good deal of time. Probably want at least A. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I could probably get it, I just need to play more. I have no idea how to take that corner. I'm probably taking it very slowly. I can't play the video, so just pretend that I've seen it and talk about it anyway. Yeah, Buttspot still goes. Oh, I'm 3 seconds ahead. How did that happen? That second chicane needed to brake for slightly. Oh good, I'm 8.5 seconds behind pole now. How did that happen? Uh-oh, he's gone off course. Don't hit me. Thank you. You did mess up my line slightly, but that's okay. And now I'm 3.8 seconds off the lead. I have no idea where I'm losing all my time, unless this is an inferior car, which very well could be. They are not perfectly balanced. And I don't think this is one of the better ones. Oh wait, now I'm only 1.6 seconds off the lead. No, 0.8. Okay, I'm confused. Did people leave? Did their times glitch? There is a glitch in which some people go faster than other people, but I doubt that would be affecting this, because it only affects like a few people. Basically, the only thing it means is that it's hard to get #1 on the leaderboards, but you can still get top 10. They'll probably patch it in the next update. You should open this game, Brian. It's a good game. My favorite of the new racing games that came out last year at this point. I wonder if you can take that flat out. Need to break a tad earlier there. I mean, Digimons are important too. Now I'm up to 5th. I don't know what happened to the times that were so much better, but they have disappeared. And now I am a reasonable pace off the lead. And that's bad. Well, this is probably going to be my fastest lap then, the one I just set. Unless I go absolutely perfectly to cover for that. And 1.2 seconds off, I will never be able to gain that up. But I was gonna say, but I guess I'll try, but there's no point now. I goofed it up. Gonna wait until there's no one coming. And I will now get back on the track. Now, apparently I damaged my front left. And now my car doesn't go straight anymore. I did not know there was mechanical damage in this game. Oh, and now it's gone. So it goes away. That's interesting. They've taken the Jeff Gordon excess racing approach to damage. Which is to say it goes away after a while. I'm now 1.6 seconds off the pace, but I'm still in 6th place, which isn't that bad. I consider the world's worst lap. Yeah, 209.763. The best time. No one will possibly set a better time than that. 6th place. Could be worse. So this is all against other people who are driver rating B, safety rating S, so they should be of a similar skill level to me, which is good. I was going to say something, but I forgot it. Oh well. Oh yes! I remember. It's a story. A story about... Well, I have 2 stories. The first one is simple. It's about a phone case. I got a new phone recently. I bought a cool fabric case for it, except I didn't like it because it looks weird. It's a weird design. It's like white static noise that I don't particularly like. And also it's not grippy enough. It feels like the phone's just going to fall out of my hand because it almost has a couple times. So I tried getting another case. I got this thing called the minimal case, which is like a really thin case, but it's too thin. She's rocking, by the way. So I now want a third case that is both going to actually cover the phone and is not fabric, but is plastic or rubber or whatever they're made out of. So Google has these live cases, and I thought, hey, that would be cool, I'll get one of them. So I found a few designs I like, posted them on Twitter, said, which one do you guys like? It got a lot of votes, like 23 votes. Wait, I'm 6th place. Where am I? Oh, am I 9th? Why did I go from 6th to 9th? I don't know. Apparently my gap is 3.5 seconds. I don't understand how this works. I think there's some glitchiness involved. But basically I ran the poll and the purple case won. Purple was winning at the start, then blue was winning, and then purple came back to win again. Oh, they have a Twitch livery. That's cool. I wonder if they're streaming. Hi, if they are. Not like they're watching this stream. So purple won, but I might get the blue one anyway, because I don't think I like the purple one as much as I thought I did. And I have another story to tell. I'll tell it in a minute. The second story is much more interesting, don't worry. Turn the traction control to 0, go to radar mode. So we actually qualified 9th, apparently. We're in the middle of the pack. First lap is the most important one, so I want to make sure I don't do anything stupid. Maybe even gain a few positions. Like from that guy who went off the track, and then I get a bit slidey, which is not going to help me. Throttle there. Uh-oh. We have that position. Nope. He's got it. His car is faster in a straight line, I think. This other guy on my right is coming as well. I might have nudged him slightly. Okay, he's ahead now. That's fine. Back to 9th. Oh, this Aston's coming up fast. I don't think this is a very good car. At least, I don't like it. So now he's through. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Don't worry about the penalty. I'll lose it over the 10 laps. Which is the great thing about the penalty system. If you get a penalty early, it doesn't really affect you. Unfortunately, I'm not doing so well this race. I've gone from 9th to 12th. And it's about to be 13th, I think. Hey, Kodak. Whoops. That's going to be a safety rating down. Oh, he's spun out. That's bad. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen and carry on. If I was nice, I would have let him recover, but I'm not nice. It does want me to slow down. I have 9 laps to get rid of that penalty. It'll go down on its own. So I guess now I'll tell the other story. It's a story about a dishwasher and why you should never buy a dishwasher from Lowe's, ever. So our dishwasher, which we got in 2006, our current one, is getting a bit crappy, so we wanted to replace it with a new dishwasher. So we went to Lowe's because they have dishwashers. We went there January 3rd. It is now January 23rd, 22nd, I don't know. Don't unghost, please, thank you. Well, you did unghost, but I just decided to avoid you. Alrighty, we're back in this pack. So, I can't remember if it's the 22nd or the 23rd, but it's one of those. So basically, on January 3rd, we went to Lowe's, we found a dishwasher we liked, we bought it. They said they were going to deliver it on Friday, I think it was, or Saturday. It doesn't matter. Basically, they were going to deliver it between 4 and 7 p.m., which is a slightly weird time to deliver a dishwasher, but whatever. So, around 7:30 they call like, oh, we're late. But it was too late because we had other things to do, so we told them, to reschedule it, so they reschedule it to Tuesday or whenever it was for 2:30 to 5:30. So on Tuesday they come early, around like noon or so, and the guy pulls our old dishwasher out and says, "Oh, there's a problem. We can't put the new dishwasher in because the pipes are wrong. There's this valve in here that isn't designed to withstand the pressure of dishwashers, yet it's here anyway, so you'll need to replace that with a better valve, and we're not going to put the new dishwasher in." So okay, so we need to call Lowe's back up. They want an extra, they want an extra $263.29 or something like that to do the repair work that will allow them to put the new valve in so they can put the dishwasher in. Well, my mom is a bit skeptical and wants to know exactly what's going on because I don't think she was home at the time or something like that. My dad was home and he was relaying the information to her and it wasn't perfect, so she wanted to find out exactly the reason why. Because we also have these pipes called Quest pipes, which apparently aren't the best pipes. And if Lowe's finds out that you have Quest pipes, they won't do anything. They'll just give up and say, "Nope, we're not putting the dishwasher in. We're going to give you your money back." So we can't let them know that we have this particular kind of pipe. But I want to find out, or my mom wanted to find out exactly what that charge was for before she paid it. So 5 phone calls and 12 human beings later, she finally found out the reason and was able to pay over the phone. Because the issue was they apparently weren't allowed to pay over the phone, yet she had to pay over the phone, which made it very complicated. So basically, that happened, but it happened so late that they rescheduled the dishwasher to today, 2:30 to 5:30. I think it was the time. No, it was 12 to 3, I think. Yeah, it was 12 to 3. They did not call. I think eventually we called them at like 7 because they hadn't showed up. Turns out there's a problem with the order. The delivery people couldn't deliver it today, and Lowe's was supposed to call us in the morning to tell us this information, but they did not do that. I somehow overtook 2 people on that corner, even though I didn't take the corner particularly well myself. And now there's a 7-second gap to 5th place, so probably not happening. 6 is probably the best we can do here. So now it's been rescheduled again for this Friday. Who knows if it'll happen? Maybe 4th time's the charm. We're talking about maybe just canning it all together and getting something from Home Depot instead, because frankly Lowe's doesn't deserve our money. For how bad they've been in terms of customer support. So that's the dishwasher story. Why you should not buy a dishwasher from Lowe's. It is ongoing. I will update in future streams as the situation progresses. I hope you enjoyed that story. I'm sure all one of you did. I don't know exactly how much I can cut that corner before getting a penalty. So just kind of guess. And usually I'm okay. That 7-second gap is now a 5-second gap. Maybe there is a chance. Corvette's right behind me. Ooh, that's a bit close to comfort. Too close for comfort there. A bit narrow. Just giving me a nice nudge from behind. Thank you for that. Did not affect my safety rating, which is good. I'm sorry, sportsmanship rating, as it is called. The gap is still 5 seconds. Nice 29 seconds off the lead. That first place guy just flown away. Seems like 5th place might be slowing down a bit, or I'm catching up to it. Uh-oh. Oh no! I goofed. Well, my penalty went down a bit. That's one of the toughest... Oh no, it went up. Never mind. That's one of the toughest corners in the entire game, I would say. It's up there with the first corner at Brands Hatch and every corner... Oh god. Every corner in Bathurst. I went from 6th to 9th, or will be 9th. So I got 3 laps to get down almost 4 seconds of penalty. Also, someone knocked over one of the cones, which means finding the braking point's now going to be slightly more difficult for that corner. 10th is looking for a move. Have to go wide to give him space. He's still there. And I think he's through. Let's see, can we dive up the inside here? No, is the answer to that. Nice random cone on the ground. Glad that's there. I'm going to be a bit cautious here. Because frankly, I don't trust myself. That guy was not cautious. Well, this hasn't been the best race in the world. I mean, still 2 laps. Anything could happen. For example, I could die. Hopefully that won't happen. I would prefer if it didn't in the middle of a race. It would be slightly inconvenient. Maybe 9th will catch up to 8th and they'll crash. That has happened to me before. Or I end up overtaking them both at the end. How's Bitcoin doing? Is it still around 10,000? I kind of want Bitcoin to crash so CPU prices, or I'm sorry, GPU prices will go back to normal. Which means I'll actually be able to afford one when the new ones come out. Because I want to get the new one when it comes out. Probably have to stick with... Oh, this is the final lap. I've got to lower the penalty. There. Penalty is gone. What penalty? I never had it. Bitcoin isn't lined with GPUs anymore. Well, cryptocurrency in general. Like, if Bitcoin crashes, cryptocurrency will probably, as a whole, will probably crash. And then hopefully CPU or GPU prices will go back down to what they were a couple years ago. RAM prices are also a lot higher than they were a year ago, but that's for a different reason. That's because all the RAM's being used up by cell phones. People want RAM in their phones, and there's not enough RAM for computers, so it's more expensive. Went up to 11.8, then down to 10.7. It's been fluctuating around 10 recently. Just over, just under. I don't know if they're going to be called the 1100 series or the 2000 series, but I kind of want the highest end one, but also that might not be good from a monetary perspective. I might be fine with not the highest one. But I feel like the one I currently have, a 960, is not quite good enough for streaming high-end games on PC. Nice, everyone 8th and below got a penalty. 17th did not. 19th did not. Good for them. NVIDIA Volta is coming soon. Yeah, I think that is the 2000 series or the 1100 series or whatever. I'm the fastest driver for Toyota because they don't have any good drivers. I think it was the only driver for Toyota. I'm the fastest by default. I'm glad they're at least somewhat optimistic. Thanks for the race. How many points did I get? 988. No, 395. I got 988 total. Which isn't great. When some people have like 2,207. But my safety rating went up. Driver rating probably did not. Why did I only get 712 points for the last race? I won it. And this person gets like, oh, 1,900? I'm assuming it has to do with the quality of the opponents you race. Like, see how all of these are driver rating A and S, so they were going faster. They were battling tougher opponents. I'm 184th, apparently. And that is after not racing yesterday. Random Beef is a Smurf. Yeah, he seemed like he was going really fast. And we can see all the people. Well, only the top 3 count, so after tomorrow, if I race tomorrow, I'll be on a level numbers field. Race entry open for the 21 o'clock race. Unfortunately, I cannot join the 41 o'clock race at the moment, nor can I join the 42 o'clock, 43 o'clock, 44 o'clock, or 45 o'clock races. Sure, I will enter. I get to choose my car. I've got a bunch of Group 3 cars, and we got to choose wisely now. Some of these have good liveries. Like, I like my Splatoon Mercedes. That's probably my favorite. I got a Taco Bell BMW. A Sonic 911. 911, I think, is the best car. But I kind of don't like it. I want to try a car that's not MR. Like, I'll do the Mercedes, I think. I might not have the fastest car, but that's fine. You need a Mustang, BMW, Audi, or Porsche to win. I think the BMW is the M6, which I don't have. And I don't have the Audi, and I don't have the Mustang. Or the F-Type, which I like, but isn't one of the faster ones. Basically, I don't have most of the Group 3s that I want. I have all the ones I don't care about. Like, I don't care about the Lexus. I mean, we've got 10 minutes. I can look at the other cars for a brief moment. Oh, wait. Daily workout's complete. Maybe I'll win one of those cars. I don't think so. I don't think any of those are them. Well, the Subaru is a Group 3, but it's not one of those. Yay! I think I already have this car. Actually, I don't think I have it. Never mind. Do I use counter steering assist? Yes, because I watched a Super GT video and he said it was good, so I did it. I have it set to strong, because he set his to strong. Brand Central. I'll keep an eye on the time, so we don't miss it. Group 3 Mustang. I should probably buy this, because my dad has a Mustang. I'll buy it. I have plenty of credits. Oh, is there anything I can buy for 400 credits? I don't think so. I think you can only buy cars with credits in this game. Because if there was something I could buy for 400 credits, I would have 8,888,888. Alpha 4C, Group 3. I don't have that either. Somehow I have all the Group 3 cars except the ones I care about. Actually, maybe I'll buy the 4C, because I do like that car. Alfa Romeo. Oh, I don't have any of the 4Cs. I have the road car, I think. I will take your advice. I'll use this car with strong counter and steering, and I'll put brake bias to -5. I will get in it now. Also, I need to check the mileage exchange, because I think they have new stuff today, and I don't have this car yet. Now I do. I do have this one. Buy the decal I don't have. And then you can buy colors. Apparently I already have that one. A lot of green colors. Maybe I'll get some of those later. Quickly, are there any good liveries for this car? Italy, Alfa Romeo, the 4C Group 3. 57 have been made in the past 24 hours or so. We've got M&M's. I kind of like that. Maybe there's something better. Probably not. Oh, there's another M&M's. 2 M&M's. This is better. This is a better M&M's than the other M&M's. Are they by different people? Yeah. Why have 2 people made an M&M's Alpha 4C in the past 24 hours? I don't understand. I'm going with that one. Even though I wish... I'll use it, although I wish it was a red livery, because red's my favorite color. And I do really like the default livery. I already have that car. I have a lot of Splatoon 2 liveries. Every now and then... Oh, I already have a Splatoon 2 livery. Speak of the devil. I could use this, or I could use that. Place your vote in the chat now. Which do you want? Splatoon or M&M's? In my chat, I'll probably get no votes. Splatoon. M&M's? Great. Thank you for the vote. The yellow M&M's based off of Kyle Busch one? Maybe. Wonder what the white M&M one's based off of. Why does it exist when this one exists? Oh, it is! It has the number 18 on the spoiler. I see. I don't particularly care about NASCAR that much these days. I'll go with the Splatoon one. I haven't actually seen what this looks like. It has like the inkling eyes on the front. It's not the prettiest of the Splatoon liveries I have, but it's still good. What does the back look like? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's almost there. Oh, it's got a squid on the back. That's awesome. Okay, I like this livery. It's simple, but it's effective. Car settings. Brake balance. -5. And then everything else. Traction control 0. Messing around with this is pointless because it's automatically set for each car. Race entry. Nations Cup. 21 o'clock. The Splatoon car. I'd say my worst habit in this game is probably using automatic over manual. I do manual in Forza and in Project Cars, but in this game it doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. Like, I've never felt in this game that using automatic was significantly hurting me, whereas I have felt that in Forza and Project Cars. And also, I don't know which buttons shift. I haven't bothered to map them, so I just never bothered. So I'm just going to practice a bit. Manual is the most important thing. I guess I'll try it for this race. Might as well. I have to exit out. Driving options. Advanced, is it? Can I? Can I do that here? Yes, I can. What are the gears? This is important. It's wrong. Can I exit out and change quickly? That's the important part. Entry deadline in 1 minute. Options. Controls. Wireless controller. I want O to shift up and X to e-brake. Okay. Thank you. Did that save? Yes, it did. Okay. We made it. Oh, I can't free practice now. Not enough time. That's fine. We have made it into the race. I will try manual. It would be nice if I was doing this in a situation where I could compare automatic versus manual and see, oh, I do actually gain like half a second a lap using manual or whatever. Sometimes I screw up the gears. So I felt like in this game I'd be better off with automatic, but we'll see. I very well could have been wrong since I got the game on Christmas. Welcome to Gran Turismo Sport. Thank you. It's not like I've played this for dozens of hours already. Breaking news. Orma Snow is the winner of the FIA GT Nations Cup. That's the guy you mentioned earlier. Was he the guy in the alt account? Was he Random Beef? Did I accidentally race against the best guy in the game? What a surprise. So I didn't play last night, but I played the night before and I won. I drove against Random Beef, a smurf of Random Beef. Glad we cleared that one up. Orma Snow's totally out of everyone's league. Is Orma Tutor 36 an alt of Orma Snow? Probably not. They're probably just in the same league. I would say my goal is to beat iDrive Too Slow, but he has the most points out of everyone. I would like to warm up. This is my manual transmission practice. They have the bar that tells you when to shift, which is useful. Orma's big in Forza. Should probably be in third. I don't know where to brake for this corner. Someone got it wrong. Well, it actually tells you which gear you should be in. That's useful. Who knows if it's always right, but still useful. I do know F4H exists just because I watched Super GT. And he's an F4H. Yeah, brake balance -5. I have no idea what brake balance does, but I'll believe you that it's better at -5. Oh, that's it. The qualifier has begun. Let me out. Alright. He's gone off the first corner. Good job. Either that or he's waiting for everyone to go so he can get clean air. Which actually is helpful for me because it means I get a little bit of clean air. I don't think that's second gear. That seems like third gear. I was told that -5 is best, so I'm using it. Chat and drive at the same time is difficult. Makes the car turn in the corners more. Oh, I see. So you can brake later, essentially. Maybe. I don't know. It also feels like a third gear turn. Position 4 out of 20. It's a good position. I don't know if it's, I guess, noticing bias or whatever it's called. That's a funny number, but I swear I'm in that position more than I am any other position in racing games. Particularly Forza. I seem to always end up in 4th out of 20. Or at least be in that spot at some point during the race. So this is the lap that matters, and I've messed it up already. Good job, me. Okay, the next lap is the one that matters. This was just practice. Couldn't handle the pressure of turning. Probably spinning the wheels that much is not the fastest way of exiting that corner. but I tend to be a bit aggressive on the throttle. Which is why oftentimes, at least in Project Cars, coming out of corners, I'll tend to stay in a higher gear because that allows me to be more aggressive on the throttle without spinning the wheels, but that's probably not the fastest way of doing it. What is this guy gonna do? Is he gonna interfere with me? Not like it matters because my lap is bad. So, maybe give him a little space. People are now setting qualifying times. Mine's gonna be bad because I slowed down and went off the road. I'm surprised it's only 3.7 because I'm probably gonna be fairly close actually. So I would have said I lost at least 3 seconds there. Also, it doesn't help to be in the wrong gear. We have written a novel, which I can't really read right now, but I will read it when I can. The scooter scares me. Okay, I'm worried this guy is going to be an issue getting around him. I don't think it was any better than going in first gear. Uh-oh, that's not good. He did not give me any space. That was a poor exit out of the corner. Yeah, I know, you can cut that corner really, really fast if you want. Same with this one. That's another scary corner. And I'm up to 8th, 1.3 seconds off. That was not great. Whatever. Try to go really hard for this one. No, that was alright, I guess. That was a bit much there. Probably behind now. I don't think I'm gonna have another lap. No, this is it. Managed to exit that corner as poorly as last lap. It's probably where I lost a lot of the time. Why am I going up? I was in 6th, now I'm in 5th. I don't understand why. I don't have time for another lap, which means the time I set is going to be the time I keep. 202.996, just under the 203. I guess I'll try to read your novel now, since it doesn't really matter. This guy is just minding his own business. We can block the road if we want. I often use negative brake bias in rear-wheel drive to make the car more stable and to help with turning. With front-wheel drive, a positive can free up the front wheels, allowing for better acceleration on the corners. Okay, so I see. So front-wheel drive, positive bias gets you better acceleration, and rear-wheel drive makes the car more stable. Or going negative makes the car more stable. Oh, I'm 5 seconds off the pace. How could that be? Now I'm back down to 8th. Now I'm back down to 8th. Which is good. And I wasn't paying attention. So now these people trying to make laps that they're not going to finish can do that. Whee! Qualifier has ended. I qualified in 9th. We'll see if I actually end up in 9th, because... No, it's 12th. Good job, game. Let's see, what's a reasonable goal? Probably up to like 7th or 6th. Could maybe compete with them. The final will begin in 3 seconds. I'm opening a Twitter post right now so I can like it. And now I will close it. And now I will look at the game and I will play it. As people tend to do. Oh, that's right, you get to wait for like 5 minutes for all the people to go by. I have time. Someone called me. It's a number I don't know. HQ was live. I didn't play. Disconnected from network? What? Does that mean I don't get to play? Aww, it broke. Boo! I disagree with the rolling on the field. There will be no race. I'll have to wait until the 41 o'clock race. I can't enter the 41 o'clock race. Oh, that's right, because... I know how this works. This day goes for 2 days. It's weird. That's why this is like the 41 o'clock race. You can do more races for some reason. I don't know if it's like the weekend in Japan or something, but... I also don't know if I'm allowed to enter one of these races now that I entered that one. Yeah, it has a 0 there, so I guess I can't. Well, that's really disappointing. That the game broke. Can I do one of these? I already did that track. What's this car? Daihatsu Kopen, yeah. I guess I'll do this instead. Give me the lime green, please. Oh wait, I should have seen what the top times are. So I can compare my time to those times. No, I don't need to do that. I can go right here. Top 10 stars, 53.9 to 54.2. So probably for me, goes like a low 55. Of course, the best thing would be a 54. I need to turn traction control off desperately. Brake balance. Is this a front wheel drive car? I'll put it up to positive brake balance. We'll see what happens. It's the scary corner on Brand's hat. I feel like I'm braking way too much. But also, I think it's just this car does not turn very well. It's like a sports utility roadster. It's a weird thing. Oh, that's right, I can shift. I totally forgot. Turn! Thank you. I don't know what to do with gears. That's not turning. What are you doing, car? There goes my time. I'm not sure about the brake balance. I'm putting that back to 0. I'm getting really wide there. Probably a bit too wide. Not penalty worthy though. I'm going a lot faster now. And that's gonna be a low 55. Nice. Oh, cone, no! And gears, no. The car is so slow, it doesn't feel like 80 miles an hour should be 5th gear. That's my excuse. I'm curious, can I go into the options? Oh, I can't change it in the middle of the race. I was curious to see if I would notice a change right away, but probably not. Alright, so this was an off lap. Get in position for the first corner. Basically took the same exact line as before. Good, because it means I can't actually see the road ahead. It's not going to be a significant improvement. Will it be an improvement? Yes, 7 1/1000ths of a second. Incredible. Now, this car turns so much worse when you're accelerating than when you're not. Oh, I goofed that line up real bad. We'll get one more lap. Now if I screw it up. I don't need to slow down. I think this next lap should count. So, yeah, no, it's not going to count this one, I don't think. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It depends. Well, 55.3 is the lap time I have, which is like a second below the top 10. Which means I don't know if it'll be good or not. I'll probably be in the midfield, will be my guess. Because this is not a long track. 1 second off the pace is sort of significant. Reading Twitter while streaming, as any good streamer does. Beep beep. And I'm 5th out of 12. I guess that's the midfield. The top dude is 54-2, but I guess that's top 10 actually. Vintimidator. I just realized playing PaRappa is going to be difficult because of the delay that's inherent to capture cards. Even though it's actually a smaller delay than my actual TV. That's why I tend to use this as my regular monitor when I play games. I've been tempted for that reason to buy like a 1080p 60 capture card, because this is only 720 60. They're like 150 bucks. I don't know, I still might do this. I still might do it. And then I might give my current capture card to a friend, I don't know. Thing with my current capture card is that it's the perfect one in terms of the ports it has for my streaming situation, which is a fairly unique streaming situation because I play a lot of new games and a lot of old games. So like I need HDMI and component support. And this is the only one I know of that has that. There's an HDMI port and a VGA port, and I have a VGA to component adapter. That works totally fine. And then also I can stream Dreamcast games natively, because that does native VGA. Why is everyone lime green? 4 out of the top 5 are lime green. No one is blue. I don't believe this. 5 laps of Brands Hatch. These cars are spaced fairly far apart. Let's go. Can we go for this lunge? No, we cannot. Oh, actually, he just took the corner horribly, so we didn't have to. Thank you! I gotta catch up to the top 3. First place is probably just gonna fly away, would be my guess. Uh-oh, this guy. Trying to make a move. I had to go defensive. I didn't get the best line, but that's fine. It's a lot of tire squeal as well. No. Don't do it. I feel like every corner on the Brands Hatch mini circuit is tricky in some way or another. At least for me. I'd say the only one that isn't tricky is the hairpin. Better than my best lap. Uh-oh. Third place went off. I'm not going to be able to overtake him. Oh, what is that line they're taking? It's about the worst line I've ever seen, but that works out. We're now in a podium position. Oh, he's trying to make a run for it. Can I outbrake him? No, is the answer to that. If I went any faster, I would have gone into the sand, and that's not good. I don't like shifting in this car. The gears are too short. Hey Gunny, how are you doing? Just doing this regular daily race because the nation's race broke. There was a network error and I couldn't do it. We're doing pretty good. Your wheel steering column broke? Oh no. That's not good. Fourth place. That's almost a podium. I would use a racing wheel, but I don't for a couple of reasons. One, I don't have the desk space to put a wheel, and two, they're expensive. I do have a Driving Force GT, which is like an old PS3 wheel that might work? I don't know. But it probably also isn't that great. Let's do this one, I guess. I have to buy the car? Are you kidding me? Gotta spend some of my mini credits. 100,000, that's not bad. One of the bearings exploded. You're sort of able to fill the gap. Yeah. I watch your streams sometimes, so I know you have a pretty complicated wheel setup. Got some realistic stuff going on there, I guess. I'm just a controller dude. So I bought the car. Are there any good liveries for this? The most important question. $388. I bet most of these are going to be not good. Or maybe we'll find two different M&M's liveries like we did for the Alpha. Yeah, $400 is a lot of money. That's like a whole console. So yeah, if you can get a broken one on eBay and like put the two halves together and make one good one, then yeah, go for it. Hopefully that works out for you. None of these designs speak to me. I mean, granted, they wouldn't anyway because they don't have mouths. Is this... No, that's not Splatoon. That's Pink Panther. Sort of vaporwavy? Except the wheels are yellow for some reason. I'll like it, but I won't use it. Yeah, even if it's just something temporary. I don't want to spend too much time looking for liveries because I don't want to miss the race. Oh yeah, I need to qualify too. Or else I'm going to be last, so I should probably go do that. Whoops, that's not it. We might get one good lap. Car settings, whoops. No traction control, please, thank you. The settings say 83% power, 126% weight. Seems weird that you would do that for a one-make race. Like, it's You could have it be anything you want. Why make the car slow? So this is Dragon Trail the other way around from the Nations Cup race today. Here goes the one good lap. I can't wait to screw up the first corner. Yeah, that's not a good first corner. This is also my first time using this car. It feels a bit squirmish. It's probably really slow. That corner is really tricky to get right because the radius decreases so much at the end. It's really easy to just fly off the side there. But this section's fun if you can get it right. These downhill S's. What I use for the closed captions is just the default OBS thing. OBS has a feature where you can do closed captions, and I had it enabled. I remember when I first found out about it, I accidentally had it set to the desktop audio source. This is my microphone, so it was like saying F50F for the whole stream. And was completely useless, but I think once I got it working on the right source, it works kind of alright. Maybe. And my time is a 2:03.9. I have no idea if that's good or not. Probably not. I made that even worse than before, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Brake a bit earlier for that corner. I'll try to do this a bit faster. Just see if I can. I can indeed, okay. So I was slow there. You can take that flat out, kind of. That was bad. Very bad. Let's find out where I qualified. I'm gonna guess 8th. No, 14th. I'm the worst out of everyone who set a time. The people who set a time 7 seconds faster. That's a lot of seconds. How did I lose that much time? Maybe there's some settings I have wrong or something. Maybe I'll watch a replay of the best lap after this race. Because I have no idea where I'm losing 7 seconds there. Like probably a second in the first corner, a second through the chicane, maybe a second through the S's, and then I guess another second throughout the rest of the lap. I don't know where the other 3 seconds come from. Well, I guess second place, like third place, are only 5 seconds ahead, so maybe that is most of it. I should not be trying to overtake this guy. Not like it matters, because it's just warm-up, but still. Well, there's not much I can do but go up from here. The final will begin in 1 second. It's my favorite number of seconds. don't even see me. I'm flashing my lights, but I'm not in the shot. Maybe there's something with brake balance I can do? I don't know. Well, it's race time. Let's not screw this up. Well, I got one position, that's good. Now if I do that every other corner, I'll be like negative 50th place by the end of the race. It's a good strategy right there. Okay, so we're gonna brake heavily for that corner. As I expected. Hopefully flat up through here, yep. It's a drag race. Seem to be gaining fairly nicely. Seem to be a bit. Oh! Kind of got pushed over, and I think that slowed him down a bit. I'm sorry. Either that or I braked way too late without realizing it. Gonna mess that up. That almost ended in disaster. We're gonna go a bit faster this time. We're still gonna brake a bit, yeah. Braking a bit. Just a nice little tap on the wall. I think I got away with that. Got a nice little group here. 10th through 6th, I think. All kind of neck and neck. Uh-oh. Pretty sure I had the spot there. Oh, he's pushing me real narrow there. Maybe I should have given him room, but kinda had it. Kinda had the space. Just barely. Curious what my lap time is going to be. .202. So not much better than my qualifying time. Oh, I'm being attacked. I've been passed. Do we go for a bold overtaking to the chicane? No. That's the answer to that. Oh god, everyone's slow. Oh, I got a 10-second penalty for that? Really? That's slightly excessive. Maybe I'll just coast down here. Try to get that as low as I can. Oh god, 9th is off. Okay. Got it down to 3 seconds somehow. I don't know how I lost 2 seconds of penalty braking there. If I can get the rest of the penalty down without losing position, I'll be very thankful. Uh-oh, I forgot to brake as I was looking at the timer. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I lost both of the positions now. I could have lost none of them. Don't look at a timer and drive, kids. Don't do it. Well, I still gained 3 positions out of that mess. Because my qualifying time was terrible. '11th. I went up 3 positions. Great race. Was it? Was it great? I wonder what happened to my safety rating. Oh, I went down. So I got the 10-second penalty. Which I think was a bit unnecessary. Given the fact that everyone was really slow out of that corner. Okay, how do the people with like a 156 do it? It was that guy who I was racing, wasn't it? Okay, I know this guy, he streams. Well, I don't know him, I have heard of him, I watched like 2 minutes of his stream once. So I will watch his run, which is apparently like 7 seconds faster than mine. And then I will not try to improve it, instead I'll just move on to the next game. Which, I don't know what it'll be yet, it might be PaRappa. It might not be. Who knows? I don't know why that doesn't always be there, because I like it. So that was just a better corner. That's probably what this is just going to be like. Oh, you took that corner better, and you took this flat out. Very close to the wall. He basically took that flat out. Let off the gas. Let off the gas some there, but no braking. In this corner you go wide, and then put the power on early. Probably nailing that corner is going to get you like 2 seconds, because you have a long straight up ahead. And then you've got this section, which you could probably take without braking. Little dab on the brakes there. You as far to the left as you can, so you can take that as fast as possible. Carry as much speed as you can onto this little straight. And then braking. Been taking that really nicely. I still don't know how that's 7 seconds faster than my time. I wish you could race ghosts in here. I don't think you can. I don't think there's an easy way to race ghosts of other people in qualifying. But yeah, that was his first lap. Good job. You did it. In 2006, the Monaco Caliber 360 LS was made. Good job, Tag Hewer. You did it. Also, Facebook becomes available to everyone. I have a few arcade races left to do and a couple of endurance races, which I may or may not stream. I feel like no one wants to see me stream this anymore, but that's okay. Because I have other games and one battery bar left. They were having a flash sale the other day, which I just happened to find out about, and so I bought a few games that I thought looked interesting. For example, this one, which is probably not interesting to stream, but I don't know, it was $5. I figured why not. This one, which might be interesting, and this one, which also might be interesting, but I don't know. I am now going to stream PaRappa the Rapper Remastered. Let me change my stream title. PaRappa the Rapper. PaRappa the Rapper is a game which I am playing right now. I am fantastic at making only the best stream titles. So if you stopped watching because you don't care about GT Sport, but you do care about PaRappa, now's the time to join, I tell to all the people who are currently in the chat, which would make no sense because it means they have to not be in the chat for that message to make any sense to them. Also, Little Big Planet version 1.26 updated. Also, I have No Man's Sky, which I need to put in the system because I haven't yet, and I got it for Christmas. I didn't get it for Christmas. I bought it with money I got during Christmas. Yes, you can close Gran Turismo Sport. You can close it. I don't know anything about how this game works. I've seen people play it. I don't know how to play it. I think the flower girl is kind of cute. That is all of my opinions that I have about this game going into it. Hey, look, it's an alien thing. Oh, it's a movie. Look at this remastered video. Wow. Great movie. You did it.
Phew, Jet Baby was really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He can probably beat Superman.
This text is kind of hard to read.
Boy, he sure is my hero.
So a lot of stuff going on in that background.
And I'll take a giant spicy fries, giant vanilla and cherry pie.
They didn't put giant vanilla in the text. You can't do that.
I'll have a chunky garden salad, ginger soda, and a lemon pie.
Chunky salad.
Well, here I am with the girl of my dreams, Sunny Funny. Boy, she sure is beautiful today.
Next, please.
Water.
Here it is.
Why do you only get water? Is that going to be addressed? Is that what the first level's about? Hey, it's Paper Dog.
I gotta believe.
Start or menu? What's the difference? I'll go to the menu. Options. I don't know what that is. Are we 16 by 9? Yes, okay. Let's not do the menu, let's just play. Let's start. Did my thing update? Yeah, okay. Hold on a second. Let me at least post on Twitter that I'm now streaming PaRappa. I did it. Now everyone will know. Including Susan. Can you believe her? Can you believe Susan? Oh, there's a new message in the Existential Dread Discord. It's a good message. Alright, new game, because I don't have a game to continue. Is that the size of the game? What is the size of the game? I don't know. Scram!
Well, what do we have here? Plenty of munchies for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Not for the dog, he only got water.
Stuff for us, ain't that right?
Right.
What do you say?
He forgot to eat.
You and I go for a little walk outside, huh? Let the punks stay and eat their food.
Stop it.
There's no need to fear.
Superman is here. Oh, the small window. Yes.
Chin is here.
That's how the video goes, because they didn't bother to re-render it. They just took the original video and said, here you go. The actual game plays in the full screen.
Now, let me tell you this one incident at this
Coffee shop where there were 4 jets instead of 2. Oh, here we go again. Let's go. Bye now. Bye.
Wow.
Just walk past this guy.
I need to become a hero too.
Have you tried talking to CNN?
How could I
They have their
possibly
CNN
help?
Heroes thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a talking dog.
Gotta believe.
Not many of those exist. But we have to believe.
Welcome to the Fruits Dojo. I trust that you are here to redeem yourself and to acquire skills that are necessary for your goals. Are you ready, young one? I shall give you my best.
What are my goals? I guess to get a job,
My
to graduate college. I don't think playing this game is going to help with either of those.
test me. I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach ya. Sure to beat ya. Nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher. Now kick. Kick. Punch.
Oh, it goes... You didn't tell me it goes half a time.
Block. Block. Once more now. Kick. Kick. Punch. Punch. Jump. Chop. Block. Don't get cocky. It's gonna get rocky.
Okay, I get it now. I feel like I have to press the buttons just before. Because of the delay in like capture setup. Oh, we're getting fancy now. 2 buttons. And then you can add things if you want. I have no idea how that mechanic works. But you need to do it to get cool. I want to be cool. I shouldn't have done that. I redeemed myself. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. L2, R2 do nothing, by the way. I'm sure you were really wondering. I did good.
Good job, PaRappa. You can go on to the next stage now.
Yahoo! I got a trophy. It's a silver.
Now, the end of my simple introduction. Put up your fists, you evil crusaders. Let me knock you out.
Oh no, the paper fell over. Please say your play data. I can play the data or I can replay the data. Play data. Do I want to save? Yes. Sure. I don't think this is an exciting stream game. Is this the bus one? Or is that level 4?
It's a great day today. So what do you guys want to do?
Let's go down to the beach.
Okay, sounds cool.
Don't we need a car to get anywhere?
No, you can teleport.
Yeah. And a license, too.
I mean, technically, you don't need a license.
Yeah, the maximum speed is tuned up to 463,200.
And vinyl Panther seats too.
I don't think a car can go 463,000 miles an hour. Or even kilometers per hour. Hi.
How do you like my new car, guys?
Man, it's fat.
The color is awesome too.
Not only that, it's a convertible. And it is capable of leaping tall buildings in a single bound.
That car is
Want to go to the
Superman.
beach with me?
Sure. Only if all of us can go.
Of course, of course. Come on, girls, sit up front with me. You guys can sit in the back.
Oh, you get the pool to swim in.
Everybody, hold on.
Ow. Nice. Breathe in that smoke. Become the Snoop Dogg.
Man,
That's a high quality
If I
bird.
only had a car and a license, I could take Sonny anywhere. How can I do that?
By going to the DMV, waiting in line for like 17 million hours.
Gotta believe.
Or just believe. Believe that you have the license. Pretend. This is the best part of the game.
How to drive, huh? It's harder than you think it is. If you think you can handle it, try this rap.
I saw the Snoop Dogg stream. I was very impressed by how well the smoke looked on the green screen. Like, I have no idea how they made it look that realistic. Very impressive.
Step on the gas.
Step on the brakes.
Step on the brakes. Brakes.
Now step on the gas.
Step on the gas. Brakes.
Boom, boom, boom. You say, "Man,
I don't think I should have stepped on the brakes.
come on, let's jam." Step on the gas. Step on the brakes.
I wanted me to do it immediately.
Step on the brakes.
Step on the brakes.
Step on the gas.
Step on the brakes.
Glad you know which
Oh, I goofed up.
but it ain't gonna stop me. Here we go. Check and turn the signals to the right.
Check and turn the signal to the right.
Yo, gotta
Oh,
do it again.
oops, I lost. I failed.
What?
Let's try again. I blame lag.
Right, we're here, just sitting in the car. I want you to show me if you
That's gonna be my excuse for everything I do wrong in this game.
Step on the gas.
step on the brakes.
Step on the brakes.
Now step on the
I did signal the wrong way.
Step on the gas.
I pressed square when I should have pressed circle.
bam, bam. No pause in between. Come on, let's jam. Step on the gas.
Step on the gas.
Step on the brakes.
Step on the brakes.
Step on the brakes.
Step on the brakes.
On the gas.
Step on the gas.
Glad you know which way to go, but it ain't gonna stop me. Here we go. Check and turn the signals to the right.
Check and turn the signals to the right.
Now turn to the right.
Now turn right.
That wasn't good, but okay, sure.
Signals to the left.
Check and turn the signals to the left.
Now turn to the left.
Now turn to the left.
They don't give you much time to react there.
Whoa, ho, ho, ho! Stop the car. We got an emergency. Can't
Also, I'm
you
just
see?
bad at the game, probably.
You know why we stopped the car?
Do I know why we stopped the car?
Yes.
Yes. What?
Do you know why we stopped the car?
Do I know why we stopped the car?
Yes.
Yes. What?
I forgot to close the door.
You forgot to close the door.
How do you forget to close the door? You're the instructor.
Now just don't forget.
You're an idiot.
Kung Fu, come on again. Check and turn the signal to the right.
Check and turn the signals to the right.
Step on the gas. Now turn to the right.
Step on the gas. Now turn to the right.
Check and turn the signal to the left.
Check and turn the signals to the left.
Step on the gas. Now turn to the left.
Step on the gas. Now turn to the left.
Step on the brakes.
Step on the brakes.
Do you know why we stopped the car again?
Do I know why we stopped the car?
And that's because
Yeah, I did it.
license.
I don't know how to rap cool. I think you have to hit the right buttons that they don't tell you to hit. But I got an achievement. I stepped on the gas. Why am I getting 2 achievements each level? Oh, so there's beating it, and there's beating it with a good rating, and there's beating it with a cool rating. I like how 94.7% have this silver trophy. But then only 16 have the cool rating. It's hard to get a cool. More people have cleared all stages on normal than on easy. Oh, I forgot to save. Hold on. Nope. Back. Save. Next. Continue. We did it. Or I did it. You had no control over whether or not I saved.
PaRappa. Hey, PaRappa, where are you going with my car? You've only had that license 10 minutes!
Oh, this is when he crashes the car and has to go to a mechanic, right? I don't know what he does after he crashes the car.
Hi.
Wah, wah. Look where you're going, or you're going to crash. Uh-oh. Oh no, that wasn't crashing, that was totally fine.
You know, this is really a lot of fun.
You can drive off a cliff, no problem.
Keep driving and go someplace far, far away.
They're going to kiss. Or their champagne bottles are going to kiss. And then they'll hold hands. And then they'll kiss. Or they'll crash. We can kiss the car.
Cool.
I like how driving off a cliff is totally fine.
Oh no. I can't believe it. My
But that's
back will
not.
bite me.
Oh, PaRappa.
I mean, he did get launched halfway
9 more monthly installments.
across
What am I
the
gonna
planet,
tell your
so.
mother? I hope you're ready to pay for everything.
I'm in trouble now. How am I gonna pay for this car? How can I do that?
He has to believe that the money exists.
Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.
And if you believe the money exists, then it actually exists. That's how it works, right?
I'll tell you right now, the most important thing in selling goods here is not money, it's love.
Love the product.
Come stand next to me. Follow me up.
Love the product and the money will come. That's the moral of the story. It's a great big sale.
I'm working in the flea market so early. I've been working here since my mama was a baby. Just because the rhythm is slow,
How is that possible?
you can't flow.
Did your mother give birth to you when you were when she was a baby?
Got the funky flow. In the rain or in the snow. Got the funky flow. All you ever
I'm probably the worst streamer of this game because I just hit the buttons when it tells me to.
All you ever need is to be nice and friendly. Remember, strike it.
I tried to press a different button. I don't think it worked.
I can sell a bottle cap like this.
I will try to sell a cap like this.
I can sell a bottle cap like this.
Just hold it up and it turns into coins.
Like this.
Just like in real life.
Dream it would be like these. I am the #1 ruler of the 7 seas. The skunk over here will bring you luck.
The skunk over here will bring you luck.
The pump over here comes with the truck.
The pump over here comes with the truck.
But see, what you have to do is you have to put it on the ground and step on it. And then you step on the gas. And that's what you're supposed to do, right?
In the rain or in the snow.
I goofed.
Got the funky flow.
In the rain or in the snow.
In the rain or in the snow.
Got the funky flow.
Got the funky flow.
Ha ha ha. What the story, Rappa?
I have never sold everything.
I have never sold everything.
You have never sold everything.
You have never sold everything.
Money is all you need.
Money is all you need.
Money is all you need.
I have 12.
You got that right, teacher. Thanks a lot.
I have 12 flea markets. I have the funky flow. Well, we're halfway through the game because it's a short game. Right. The easiest way to catch your heart is just to invent the world's biggest glove. Just make the glove bigger than the world, and that way when our heart falls out, there's nowhere it can land except the glove.
How should we decide?
Well, how about John King?
Good idea.
Oh, rock, paper, scissors.
John?
Ken, Paul.
Yay! I won! I'll be the setup producer.
All right, let's continue.
Is Alex Kidd allowed to sue?
Oops. One more time. John, Ken,
Paul. I won. I'll get the present.
And that means you have to get the cake, PaRappa.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Let's all do our jobs and get ready for tomorrow.
Right on.
Let's bake a cake. I haven't had a cake in a long time, actually. Now let's think about this, PaRappa. You have to spend a lot of money on the car. Don't get the big cake. Good job. It's a good cake to get.
Tomorrow's the big day, isn't it? You want to see the cake that I got for Sunny? Look.
A cake's a bit tall.
The floor represents the foundation of Sunny and I. A long relationship between a boy and a girl all depends on the foundation, you know. The second floor represents beauty. Being beautiful.
I would not build a house on top of a cake. Kodak, no.
Our awesome relationship. The 42nd floor represents all the sights and sounds that Sunny and I will be experiencing in our glorious future. Well,
The 89th floor represents our love for Splatoon 2. Oh, no. Oh. I pressed the button by accident. Hi, Trash. How are you?
PaRappa! What do you expect to do without a cake? A birthday party without a cake is like a dance floor without me. Do you understand that?
A birthday party without a cake is like a birthday party without a cake.
I'm in trouble now. What should I do? I'm almost out of money, and I need a cake. Cheap. Cheap. Yeah, I know. I've gotta believe.
Oh! He has to believe.
To Cheap Cheap, the cooking chicken
Cheap
show.
Cheap.
Today's dish will be seafood cake, guaranteed to catch her heart. And now, here she is.
Seafood cake sounds disgusting.
Every single day, stress comes in every way. I ain't got no time for nobody. My style is rich, dope, fat, and rich. We'll make a cake today
Rich,
that looks rich.
dope, and fat.
Crack the egg into the bowl.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
How's that bad?
X the flour into the bowl.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
M-I-X the flour
That was
into the
perfect.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
Baking a cake, yes, means you gotta try. I'm doing this for years, but don't ask me why. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl.
Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl.
We're making us a cake that you've never seen before.
We're making us a cake that you've never seen before.
Heat up the oven, now we're on a roll.
Heat up the oven, now we on the roll.
Okay, I did miss that one, and that was good.
My soul.
Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of your soul.
The other day, I was
I messed that one up, and it said, yeah, it's good.
your beef jerky. Hold the cake in the
oven for a while.
Leave it there. Come on, clean the pile.
Leave it there. Come on, clean the pile.
Hold the cake in the oven for a while.
Put the cake in the oven for a while.
Leave it there. Come on, clean the pile.
Leave it there. Come on, clean the pile.
Here, I got a little
I
sample.
think if you're consistently a little off on timing, it gets upset at you. Uh-oh.
Cause money and time is what we don't have.
A chicken in the kitchen is making all the sound. The cake is done while we were sitting around.
This is not good.
All we gotta do is apply the final touches.
All we gotta do is apply the final touches.
Take out the shrimp, the
How is that bad?
Take out the shrimp, clam, and the purchase.
Okay, that was bad. I will try again.
Every single day, stress comes in every way. I ain't got no time for nobody. My style is rich, dope, fat, and witch. We'll make a cake today that looks rich. Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
M-I-X
I don't know what I'm doing wrong there.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
Baking a cake, yes, means you gotta try. I'm doing this for years, but don't ask me why. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl.
Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl.
We're making us a cake that you've never seen before.
We're making us a cake that you've never seen before.
Heat up the oven, now we're on a roll.
Heat up the oven, now we on the roll.
Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of my soul.
Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of this all.
The other day, I was called a little turkey, but I'm a chicken, got it? Your beef jerky? Hold the cake in the oven for a while.
Put the cake in the oven for a while.
I like the little chicken icon that scrolls.
Leave there, come on, clean the pie.
Hold the cake in the oven for a while.
Put the cake in the oven for a while.
Leave it there. Come on, clean the pile.
Leave it there, come on, clean the pie.
Here, I got a little sample.
Here, I don't have a sample.
You don't have a sample?
We don't have.
Cause money and time is what we don't have.
A chicken in the kitchen is making all the sound. The cake is done while we were sitting around. All we gotta do is apply the final touches.
All we gotta do is apply the final touches.
Take out
How is that bad? That was perfect.
Take out the shrimp, the clam, and the purchase.
The perch goes here, the clam goes there.
The perch goes here, the clam goes there.
The little tiny shrimps just go everywhere.
The little tiny shrimps just go everywhere.
Whatever you likes in the middle, fiddle.
Whatever you likes in the middle, fiddle.
Seafood cake comes just like the riddle.
Seafood cake comes just like a riddle.
No comprendo. Oh, I got a trophy. I lost, but I still got a trophy. What was it for? Clear any stage with the rating of awful. Oh, it was the hidden trophy. Wait, did I clear it? It said I didn't. It wants me to do it again.
Every single day, stress comes in every way. I ain't got no time for nobody. My style is rich, dope.
Maybe I need to try to add things. It's like, you can't...
Crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
If I just say bowl twice, it seems to work.
Crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
Baking a cake, yes, means you gotta
Genius.
try. I'm doing this for years, but don't ask me why. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl.
Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl.
We're making us a cake that you've never seen before.
We're making us a cake that's never seen before.
Heat up the oven, now we're on a roll.
Heat up the oven, now we on the roll.
Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of my soul.
Cheap, 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 name of your soul.
The other day, I was called a little turkey, but I'm a chicken, got it? Your beef jerky? Put the cake in the oven for a while.
Put the cake in the oven for a while.
Leave it there, come on, clean the pile.
Leave it there, come on, clean the pie.
Put the cake in the oven for a while.
Put the cake in the oven for a while.
Leave it there, come on, clean the pile.
Leave it there, come on, clean the pie.
Here, I got a little sample.
Here, I don't have a sample.
Don't have a sample.
It's just what we don't have.
Cause money and time is what we don't.
A chicken in the kitchen is making all the sound.
Oh, I made the kitchen catch on fire, but that's alright, it's good.
All we gotta do is apply the final touches.
All we gotta do is apply the final touch.
Take off the shrimp,
the shrimps, the clam, and the perch.
The perch goes here, the clam goes there.
The perch goes here, the clam goes there.
Little tiny shrimps just go everywhere.
The little tiny shrimps can go everywhere.
Whatever you likes in the middle, fiddle.
Whatever you likes in the middle, fiddle, fiddle.
Seafood cake comes just like the riddle.
Seafood cake comes just like riddle.
Is bad not good enough either? I kinda don't want to try again. I guess you have to beat it with good. Which makes the achievements for a bit strange, whatever. Cool, that's a game, I guess. You know what else is a game? These. I've never played Fortnite before. It's free. And it's like PUBG. But it's a bit faster paced. Early access loading. Still loading. X press to continue. That is the grammatical way of saying that. Grammatically correct way, that is. Logging in. Login failed. PlayStation Network is currently undergoing maintenance. Great, thank you. I'm glad I'll stream that. Loco Roco, I guess. I guess it's Loco Roco time. I have no idea what this is. But it's one of those PlayStation artsy indie games, and it was $5. So I figured, okay. I want Echo Chrome on the PS4. That was a great game. Maybe it is and I don't know. I don't think so. New. That star moved. That planet is sleeping. Why does the planet have hair? These are questions that I need to have answered. I mean, not really. I don't need to have them answered. Okay, Google. What time is it? Oh, I can just look at it and see it's 10:32. Thank you, Google. You did it. It's 10:33 now. I have a 9 a.m. class tomorrow. So I can't stay up too late streaming. By the way, that's something I could talk about. Classes. I think this semester is going to be one of my least favorite out of all of them, unfortunately. I don't like most of the classes I have. There's one class I like so far, and that's simulation. And I'm taking 5, which means there are 4 classes I don't like. Oh, you tilt the world. That's cool. Let's go rolling. What do we do here? Okay, so you hold both buttons and that like charges a jump. Do I need to get all of those? I don't know if I need to get all of them. Find the friends and something nice will happen. I don't even know what I don't even remember what question I asked. I've been really absent-minded lately. Oh, and you could break them apart. That's cool. Can I make them join together? That's cool. I need the flower thing from Warlock. Okay. Wait, no, I want to combine. They make good sound effects. Oh, I did it. I won. Stage Clear. That's not all of them. Best, 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 best. Welcome back. I haven't been here before. Oh, I see. That's stage 1. This is stage 2. I'll start stage 2. I'm the best. I want to get up there. I know it's possible. It's going to be a secret if I get up here. Okay, maybe not. I had no idea what this game was when I bought it. I didn't expect this, but I like this. How do I break into pieces? It's not letting me. It's just making weird noises. I like how this guy is singing. It's the one singing. Do I have to do it on solid land or something? How do I break him? Or can I not do it because of the weird thing? Seems like the sticks do nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. How is this so hard? This is level 2. Touch the touch screen. I can tilt by touching the touch screen and using. Oh, I see. You can use the controller to tilt if you want. It's like motion controls never died or became stupid. Button you press to make them split is not working. Options. Controls. Okay, touchpad turns motion sensing on or off. Okay. Flick the stage by pressing both buttons. Oh, a quick press. Okay. I'm an idiot. If you didn't know. That's cool. Hey, I found a Mooey Mooey. Couldn't even get all of the pieces. DualShock 4 battery level low. Oh no. A tragedy in the making. That's 18. I need 10. I have it. Okay, I'll stay still for a while. Oh god, it comes from the controller. It was probably really loud, I'm sorry. I feel like this game could use the left thumbstick instead of L1 and R1, but whatever. We have to go. Alright, see you later, Kodak. I might not stream for much longer. I almost got all of them. Best in all categories. I am the best. Although I already made that joke. A trophy. I found 2 Mui Mui. I think that's the only common trophy. Yes. That's the next most common trophy. Complete any stage with all 20. Loco-Roco. Oh no, there's top secret. Find a secret area. Which I have not done. Hey, I did it. On to the next stage. Okay. I think this will be the last stage I'll do, and then I'll stop streaming. Come on, someone get it. Good job. Oh, I didn't get all of them. Is that guy making it? Nice. I need 10. Uh-oh. I did it. Wait, oh, is that might have been a secret area. Oh, it's getting crazy in here now. Somebody's been taking the Dorgus. Eat all of them. Good job. What's this guy doing? When you can all make it. Good job. No. Best. Best. I didn't get a best for the third one. Well, I probably shouldn't play anymore because my DualShock controller is low on battery. And also because I need to go to bed. So I will do that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. I don't know when. But it'll be before 2024 probably is my best guess. Alright, see you later. Bye-bye.